let's just switch off
the
Iran
action
to another topic that interests me.
Bro, this shit was crazy. One?
Yeah. I've lived in Paris for like 6 months of my life. I know the city. I know the country. This upsets me.
Dead, 780 arrests.
Jubilant celebrations turned into rioting and clashes with police after the streets of Paris were overtaken by joyous PSG fans celebrating their club's victory.
Let's celebrate by killing somebody.
Fans with flares briefly took over the main ring road that surrounds Paris, bringing traffic to a standstill. Bus shelters destroyed and cars and trash were...
What the fuck is going on?
Police in the capital appeared overwhelmed by the chaos. Similar scenes reported in multiple...
Yeah, it's not your country. Don't feel bad about destroying it.
French cities, including Grenoble, Bordeaux, Lyon, Strasbourg, and Rennes.
Wait, this is for a soccer game? The riots and clashes of the police are now taking place.
I was in France when France won the 1998 World Cup. No cars were destroyed, as far as I remember. No riots. Winning the World Cup in France, and there was no destruction. This is just winning a soccer match between different clubs produced this.
Place at the Eiffel Tower. Next to the Eiffel Tower. Oh my God. Paris is burning. The fire reaches the Eiffel Tower. Man, what a scene. Cool picture, though. Nevrons are real.
Congratulations, Macron. This is what you have created.
Nevrons are real, and they're in Paris.
And Paris, the city, like 90% of the city's income comes from tourism. It's and you doing this
right now, and they're shooting it at the police officers. This is insane. Harry Potter. Nevrons in Paris. That was a great song. Paris is in flames. Dude, this is actually such a crazy photo. Like, it's actually insane, the framing for some of these. Muslim gang riots. Why do people think it's a Muslim gang? Okay, yeah, I get it. Lighting the garbage on fire? Okay, yeah, because it is.
Different cultural values.
And there is the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, those do not look like French people.
And this is the aftermath? Holy fuck. It's like a...
Yeah, you think you'd be able to live in Paris without your car being destroyed?
Fucking war zone. This is how Polish fans celebrate their club's victory. Wait, so you're telling me you don't have to burn down the city? Why would you destroy your own country?
And Poland has been a lot more... has not allowed unlimited migration the way France, UK, and Germany have. And look how they celebrate today.
This is the problem. I'm going to just be brutally honest, and I'm going to speak in plain English. I think that Hitler mind-fucked and the Nazis mind-fucked all of Western civilization into thinking any degree of cultural preservation is inherent.
No, because then this mass migration would have started, right after World War II. In like the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. No. This started in like the 90s, in the 2000s, the 2010s. How did something that happened like 50 years before mind fuck people in the 2000s? No. A radical ideology was created, and yes, the Holocaust was incorporated into that radical ideology as justification, but... That radical ideology was pushed by a group of actors, and it's unnatural.
Inherently evil. All of these countries, I think, were...
It was pushed by those supporting mass migration.
So deeply, profoundly affected by World War II, they view any level of cultural preservation through the lens of Nazism. And because of that, it's led...
I disagree with you. There are a lot of people after World War II, like in France, that were celebrated. Like Charles de Gaulle was fiercely nationalistic. There was a lot of patriotism in France under Charles de Gaulle. So your thing about World War II mind-fucking people, no, the people that fought in World War II and the resistance and like the UK that fought and won, why would they feel bad about what the Germans did? Why? That makes no sense.
Them down basically a suicide path. They're unable to acknowledge that there is a problem. They're unable to do that because they don't want to be perceived.
We have a political elite in Europe and the United States that is pushing radical, self-hating ideology in order to promote mass migration
As this evil that they have recently overcome. PSG wins the CL? No.
That's cool. That's fun.
No! No! They can't do this!
I wanted the full video. Yes.
Oh my god! Well, everything's just a. Well, now you know why they have plexiglass around the Eiffel Tower. Then, I guess this is the reason. It makes sense now. Wait, that tower isn't for riots; it's for scammers.
Guess what caused all these riots in Paris? A soccer team winning a football match.
Yeah, true.
Monte bien ce que la police a fait, monte bien.
Oh my god! Look at all these people. Imagine a descendant of Napoleon was in charge. Yeah.
All right, we can watch that later.
I've got a pretty good feeling that, you know, none of this would be happening. I'll tell you that. Right underneath the Eiffel Tower, too. It's like, it's so disgraceful. Wait, this is for a soccer game?
Yep.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
One person died during these riots.
Just they set a whole car on
Many
fire.
more were injured.
Why?
Why? Because you have a bunch of people from outside the country that want to steal shit. And this team winning a soccer match, it provides them the opportunity, the chaos, to do so.
Oh my god. Look at this. He's like just smashing it out. Then it will
And that's going to cost thousands of dollars to replace that glass, even if they don't get in and steal shit.
very French. If you want me to be honest, I can't even really tell. Like, I mean, like, I have no problem, like, saying, oh, migrants are causing problems, but, like, I don't really
Strangely, they're hiding their face.
see that. Paris is burning, the fire reaches the Eiffel
Well, I can tell you that before all these migrants arrived, France winning a World Cup, this didn't happen.
Tower. Man.
Yeah, we already saw this part.
Yeah, we all know these are real, and they're in Paris right now. Victor, you more than foot, like going out things where, you know, the people that are doing it are probably criminals, but there's also like a certain like group of people that are criminals that, you know, they need to be probably locked down more. It's Paris. Oh my God, look at them all. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Damn. This is Paris.
Yes,
And they're
this is a first world country becoming a third world country. Because if you let in unlimited migrations from the third world, you become the third world.
shooting it at the police officers. Oh my God. This is insane.
Yep.
Harry Potter. Wow. You're a wizard, Harry.
Yeah, a wizard, Harry. And these potentially lethal or could really injure someone if this hits someone.
Bro, they're trying to flex on the muggles. Oh, he's got a flare? Oh, wow.
And when you let people in from third world country, it's not just a third world country that people assimilate to you. Sometimes the opposite happens. Sometimes you have the youth of France that assimilates with the third worlders. And it looks like this.
Jesus. Nevron's in Paris. That was a great song. Used to listen to it all the time. Oh, numbered 5-1? Yeah. You get that in the US, you get shot? No, you don't. Not anymore. We got the so let's read some of the comments. Diversity is their weakness. Paris has officially been name changed to Paris-Lam.
Paris-Lam.
I pray we heed the warnings coming from Europe. Run away. So happens you import Africans and Muslims into your country, they turn it into shit. I don't even know if these are really those people. I have no idea. That's why I'm trying to go and see.
And I can tell you, as someone who was in France when France won the 1998 World Cup, none of this shit happened.
Like, I'm going to be honest, like, I don't really know.
This is just a regular soccer game between different clubs, and it produced this type of riots. Imagine today if France won the World Cup. Oh,
like what the spectrum of, like, you know, a Frenchman's ethnicity can be. I'm not really sure. Like, I mean, it's easy to see, like, a black guy and be like, okay, I bet he's probably not from France, right? But, like, other than that.
why does it keep doing that?
Holy shit. Expedition 33 in real life? Yeah. This is the one, yeah, I saw this one already. Let me go to the next one. This is nuts, man. Paris is in flames. Dude, this is actually such a crazy photo. Paris is in flames tonight, and it's not just because of the football game. The city is burning because France has allowed themselves to be invaded through mass immigration. Import the third world, become the third world. France is no longer France. Oh my god.
Yep.
Wow.
And this is a city that depends on tourism. Do you want to go here?
I thought you could look at a person and tell if they're guilty. You can't tell if they're from the Middle East. No, I can't because it's too far away. And they have darker tan skin, and there's plenty of people that have tan skin that are in that area. So I'm not sure. Like, it's like, for example, there could be like Italians that are there that have tan skin. So like, I mean, if I saw a photo of somebody, it would be easy for me to tell. But like, no, I can't see some grainy photo at night and be like, oh, I know. No, Syrian. Yep, Syrian. Pakistani. Like, black is easy, right? Black's easy. But like, you know, like different shades of brown is really hard to know, right? I mean, let's be honest. I'm just trying to be fucking as plain English honest as possible. So yeah, anyway, let's see here. Marine Le Pen will win this election. Well, this certainly is helping her, I'll tell you that. It's Moroccans and Algerians that you can see. They're very fanatical about football. Yeah. 50 Shades of Brown? Yeah, exactly. And like,
they have the culture of celebrating this way after a football match from those countries. And they bring their culture with them when they come to France. And yes, there was some violence during the 1998 World Cup. Drunk driver plowed her car through a dense crowd of millions of celebrating fans. That was one thing that happened. No one died, but 7 people were seriously injured. And there were a few traffic accidents. No burning cars. No, like, riots. No fireworks like that on the streets. It was completely different.
I know, like, you know, people get like, oh, no, you can't say that. Like, it's very clearly, like, there's a huge difference.
And that violence, that person driving her car, that was because he was surrounded by peaceful crowds and panicked. It wasn't hooligans destroying shops.
Difference between that, right? And so let me see if I can find Muslim gang riots. Why do people think it's a Muslim gang?
Yep, the you know.
Okay, I get it. Yep. Lighting the garbage on fire? Okay, yeah, because it is. Right. And
before these Muslim gangs existed, there were not fires like this after football games.
There is the Eiffel Tower. Wow. I don't know why you would say that during a soccer game. It just seems really weird, right?
Rioting gangs chanting Allahu Akbar in Paris.
Right? 100K likes. Let me see it. Can you play Polish car repair simulator? You promised you'd play it and had a video on it. Can you put it on my Reddit, and then that way I can be reminded of it?
Yeah, you have to remind Desmond like 24 times or so about a game for him to actually play it. Yep.
PSG wins the CL? No. No.
We watched this once, but let's watch it again.
No! They can't do this!
Eiffel Tower is really iconic, isn't it? Paris is such a beautiful city. To have let this happen to it.
Oh my god! This is horrible. France is fallen. Funny, man. And so where are the other ones? Oh my god. I didn't know it was this bad. Mass looting in Paris tonight. We don't have to live this way. I heard about that. Here we go.
Yeah. It's not their country. They don't give a fuck. You come from somewhere like Afghanistan, Africa, if you can steal it without getting caught, then you do it. It's not you don't even think about it. So, celebration because of a soccer game, perfect opportunity to steal shit.
France fell a long time ago. Well, I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. All you need is one government that's willing to just remove these people, and then like this problem goes away in like a year. Like you could totally remove this problem in like 1 year. You just have to get all.
Apparently, like New York City at one point in time used to be even more unsafe than it is today, that you couldn't go anywhere without being robbed. And then they finally cracked down on crime, and for a while, for like 10, 20 years ago, it was a really safe place to be. In the 70s, it was really bad in terms of crime. So this can change. Yes, exactly. You get one government that's willing to actually deal with the criminals. Then, yes, it can get better. And in this case, just telling a lot of people, it's time to go home.
All the police, all of the National Guard or whatever they have, and all of the military, mobilize them on removing every single one of these people that shouldn't be here and sending them all back on airplanes. It would be a massive, like huge undertaking, but you could easily.
And people that shouldn't be rounded up will be rounded up and sent on airplanes. And that's, blame leftists. I blame leftists. They let this get to such a point where the only way to solve it is radical solutions that are going to hurt innocent people. Like someone who, yes, came from Cairo, but has been here for 2-3 generations. Because there were a tiny 1% less population that have been in France for a very long time, that have assimilated, that are from Africa and other places. And those people are going to get fucked because the government decided to let unlimited immigration in since then.
Do that. You could. And I feel like, again, everybody says like,
well, that's the thing. Lying won't help. If they get everyone of a specific ethnicity that isn't French, and you get rid of all of them, then it doesn't. You can't lie about it. You can't lie about your skin color, and that's where this is heading, because everyone will try to lie. So the only way to solve this is to deport everyone that's obviously shouldn't be there. And that type of extreme solution is going to be necessary because leftists let it get to this point.
Oh, well, it's fallen. Like, no, it's not a big deal at all. And they camp, they're French. No, bro. Like, the thing is, France, like back.
I mean, the point is to prevent rioting like this, to make the streets safe to walk on, to make the rape and the sexual assaults end, to have like crime go back to the levels it used to be before. And in order to do that, yes, some innocent people will be swept up and swept out of the country.
In like the old days, like, remember Napoleon? He's just fucking everybody. He's just going around fucking everybody's shit up. Like, no, France were like, they were brutal, man. They were savage. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Napoleon nearly conquered all of Europe twice.
if you go back and you read the way that, you want to know how
It's because of World War II and France's humiliating defeat to Germany that all these memes about France always losing come around. But no, the French are brutal. The French have won wars before. They know how to. Very warlike. France has been involved in a lot of wars. France wars, all of them. Over 100 major conflicts spanning from ancient Gaul to modern era. Yeah, just look at that. There are just so many wars. You don't fight so many wars and not become somewhat good at killing people.
how the way I can't even describe the way that France maintained order with their African colonies. Oh my God. Holy shit. Like, you thought Bukele was bad. Well, I mean, this is just, oh.
I have not looked into that, but I can believe that it was brutal because because yes, it's a colonization, but also sometimes some cultures only understand brutality. So it's a mixture of the two. I mean, there was slave trading in Africa. It's not Europe that brought it there. It was the Africans that introduced Europeans and Americans to slave trading and said, oh, do you want to buy these people? And
Wow. Napoleon is no joke. Yeah, they let men be women? I guess so. And so those days are long gone? Well, they're not.
Depending on where you go in the world, they're still very dark in this era too.
They're not long gone. People just need to be pushed to a position where they feel comfortable being that way again, right? Bro, they were Gauls? I mean, whatever, right? You call it whatever you want. It's what they were doing. Look, so. Damn. Oh my God. Jesus, so they're just destroying everything. Let me see if I can find any more of these. Paris riots. They're mostly all kids. Yeah, I mean, like, well, obviously, dude. What a
Assimilation works both ways. Bring in unlimited third world. There's some of your people that will assimilate the culture of the third worlders.
crazy photo. Oh my God. Like, it's actually insane, the framing for some of these. No, teen takeovers? Yeah, exactly, right?
It's not insane. You have the Eiffel Tower, and if you're going to take a photo of anything that's happening, you're going to move to try to take Eiffel Tower in the background. It'll get more traction on social media.
Frenchmen are pussies. Napoleon was an American at heart. So we're now just claiming.
You do know that there are I don't know, a good portion of Americans also have French heritage. I mean, mostly UK, but Louisiana, that was French, and
Napoleon. Like, well, yeah, Napoleon was
the French helped us win, yes.
from France, but he really wasn't American. I mean, obviously. Well, how do you know? Because he just went around and killed everybody. Yeah, I mean, duh.
I can't believe they made a movie about Napoleon, and they made him a simp for I forget the name of his mistress, and he was all doing it. Yeah, he's such a badass in history, and they had to do that to him.
Of course.
No general in the history of the world has won as many battles as Napoleon did. It's not even close. He was, in terms of military, he was a genius.
Like, not a single French flag. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's a soccer game, right? And did so Louisiana. Yeah, he was spiritually American, definitely. And, oh my God. Look at some of these photos.
Considering the Enlightenment ideals coming out of France, I find it sad that people only think of French fries and surrender. Yes, and there's a lot of philosophers, a lot of art, a lot of history in France. It's played a big role in. I mean, the Renaissance. Really, France was a huge part of that. A huge part of, the modern world becoming modern. It happened in France. Big part of it.
Charlemagne the Moment. I forgot Charlemagne was from France. Man. The team's color are literally the French flag, though? I don't know. Let me see if there's any more of these images here. Oh, this is from a while ago. I remember watching that. That's not from this event. Oh my god.
Don't want to be a car owner in Paris.
No.
Why? What are you gonna steal the oil? You're gonna steal the oil?
If it's not nailed, you steal it. That's third world culture for you. If you can steal it and get away with it, that's the only. Just look at something. If you want it, and you can take it without getting caught, you take it.
Oil, really?
Morals? Morals? What are that? What's this thing you called morals? Oh yeah, I have a moral obligation to steal the things I see that I want if I can get away with it. That's my morals.
We down to that? They're calling it changing consumer habits.
Oh, le Coran. Oh, no, no, no,
Uh-huh.
no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, no.
This is what a low trust society
Like,
looks
for
like.
example, like just so you guys know, I don't know if this guy is French descent or not. I genuinely don't know the answer to that. I can't tell.
Oh, no, no.
He's not.
Ah ouais, non.
Okay.
No.
He isn't? I legitimately don't know.
Non.
Holy fuck.
Ah ouais, non. Non.
This is an expensive car, by the way. Like, this car is worth, like, 60...
This is an expensive car. Yeah, he's right. They need Aldi carts with quarter required to use. Yes. Never turn the shopping cart. Exactly.
$70,000.
In Geneva, Switzerland, the airport, they still have free carts. Just free carts. You can just take it and put your suitcases on it. You don't have to pay anything. That is what a high trust society looks like. And Switzerland is a little bit better with the immigration thing than the rest of Europe because it's not in the EU. But it's there's now starting to be graffiti everywhere too there. Wonder how many years it's still going to be able to have free carts at the Geneva airport.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot better, Switzerland, but the trajectory is what matters. And also, hate to say it, but your neighbors also matter. If your neighbors devolve into third world countries, there's a reason that third world countries are surrounded by third world countries, and first world countries are surrounded by first world countries in general, is borders are porous. And if you have France devolve into anarchy, life in Switzerland would become more chaotic too.
Just, yeah, I mean, I have one. That's how I know. Why? Why would...
Because you can. Because this person has a car and you don't, and it makes you feel bad, so let's destroy the car.
you do that to the doors? You're kicking the doors off.
Ah ouais, non, non.
Not anymore?
Non.
Oh, really? Are you sure? Look at him.
Les gars, le mec il a essayé d'écraser plein les personnes.
That is not a French
Il a
person.
mis fuite, il a laissé sa voiture. Voilà tellement c'était chaud sur lui. Carrément, les gars, je suis chaud.
Actually, I shouldn't say that. That might... The hair, though... Yeah. I shouldn't say that. I don't know.
Just tearing this shit apart. Holy fuck, man. This is brutal. And I saw this one before.
They are mixed. We're born there. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Because the curly hair that way, that's not really French. Yeah. I don't want this in fucking France. I've been out celebrating. I actually traveled to Paris when Paris won the World Cup the second time. When was that? In 2012 or 2016? I went there, and it wasn't this. There was peaceful marches. There wasn't any violence. I have videos from there. I have video. I can't dox my friends, so I can't really show it. But there was none of this shit. The most wild thing that happened is some people climbing up on the light posts and climbing up on top of statues. But that was the extent of the the chaos, and that they weren't doing any harm to the statues. It wasn't. They were just getting to a high location to video and stuff. I mean, this is third world. There's a haze, a smoke haze from so many pyrotechnics. Qatar.
Yeah, somebody says at least there's no fat people.
Yes, that's a U.S. problem. There's a lot less fat people in Europe.
Oh my god.
But this is also a case that fat people wouldn't go out and do this, so... because it requires running.
Holy shit. This is insane. Like, and this is the aftermath? Holy fuck. It's like a fucking war zone.
Fought Macron for this. You know, tourism, again, is lifeblood of Paris. And this is cancelled trips to Paris.
Wow. Why?
Because it's not their fucking country. You just a show of dominance, just destroy property. I don't know. Why not, Asmongold? Tell me, why not? Give me one reason why they shouldn't destroy this. It's not theirs. It's not their culture. It's just glass in someone else's country. Why shouldn't they?
As I said, guys.
I like this right here. See what that says? Sauvage. That means savage in French. Very appropriate.
As I said, guys. This is so easy to fix. I know you might not believe it, and you might think that it's actually really hard to solve this problem.
It is easy and hard at the same time. Hard is that you need to have the right elements come together, and it doesn't. If we just snap our fingers and have it happen, some of us would have that happen already. No, but once the cards are in the right place and everything's aligned, yes, it can be fixed very fast.
It's really not. It's super, super, super easy. How would you fix this in the moment? Just deploy the military and anybody who's being
Screen
violent.
cap that for the meme. I might make a thumbnail out of it.
It's pretty simple. Yeah, that's what I do. Like you can't have people running around hitting each other, destroying property or anything else. Yeah, I'd shoot them.
Look at this in a capital that depends on tourism. How much money is it going to replace to just fix all this? How many cars were destroyed?
Yeah, I mean that would be it. It'd be over. Like I mean, this is literally a violent riot that people died in. Like, this isn't a protest. This isn't a celebration. This is a violent riot. What's this here? Remy's crying, man? What is this here? Oh, no. Is this what I think it is? Then you get even more chaos and news all over the world, won't you? I get news?
This
What,
is
somebody
Macron's
prints a negative
France.
article about me? Why would I give a fuck about that?
Mainstream media is doing all it collectively can to ignore what happened in Paris last night because it doesn't suit their narrative. Yes, that's probably the media is the fundamental source of all this. And that's the thing that needs to be fixed, Asmongold. You fix this. You make sure Meat Street widely reporting on this, and it was being plastered on the evening news everywhere. And everyone knew it. And all the other violence and crime was being reported to the level it should. The outrage would be on a completely different order. The right would sweep the election, and the problem would get fixed. But that's not happening. Why? Mainstream media lies.
Somebody...
It's the same reason people are dying in Palestine, by the way, and in Gaza. It's because the media doesn't cover what's going on there. And so Israel, it's alternative media, social media that's covering it. That's where all the outrage is coming from. If the media covered that honestly, Israel wouldn't be able to get away with what it gets away with, and that issue would have been solved decades ago.
Somebody writes a negative art. Somebody says that you're wrong. Oh no. Oh no. Oh wow. That's so bad. What if people don't approve of what you're doing? Fuck them. Fuck them. Who cares?
I have to say that while I follow people on Twitter, I never browse Twitter, so it doesn't really matter.
Did Bukele care about that? No, he didn't. He just put everybody...
The only time I use Twitter is when I actually do a search, like Asmongold is doing. I don't look at my own feed.
In fucking jail. And I guarantee you that a lot of the people, not a lot, but some of the people that are in those El Salvador jails, I bet they're innocent. I do. And you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it.
Exactly. To have a functioning society, you need to put people in jail, and sometimes you might jail an innocent person. Whoop-de-doo, it's too bad.
That's the way it is. Might not like it, but it's the truth. Cares what they think.
And there could have been a more peaceful and less extreme solution to this mass migration to this migration problem if there had never been mass migration to start with. If the number of people that needed to be removed was a lot lower, you could be more careful about it. But not anymore.
Remy discovers Paris. What's this? What's this? Mr. Rat Boy.
A great movie. That's the way this is, but I bet this is going to be him. Look at Paris say, "Oh fuck, this is violent. I'm leaving."
What's wrong with him? Damn. I've never seen this. Wow.
Yeah, or maybe it's
Wow.
highlighting what Paris should look like at night.
Paris? All this time, I've been underneath Paris?
Damn.
It's beautiful.
Look at that.
The most beautiful.
Cousteau's? Your restaurant? You've led me to your restaurant.
It seems as though I have. Yes, there it is. I have led you to it.
I gotta see this.
Oh my god. Wait, comments are turned off. I wonder why. I wonder why the comments are turned off.
That's not Paris today. Old Cologne.
Oh my god. You should watch it. The MC is a rat. Oh wow. So I get a representation. That's nice.
If you haven't seen it, Asmongold, you should watch that movie. It's a good one. It's one of the top animated movies ever made. It's one of Pixar's best.
So, yeah, I was about to ask why. I guess that's for YouTube Kids. Oh, it is? Oh, it's a YouTube Kids video. Oh, okay. Oh, choices for families. Never mind.
Yes. I was thinking that. Yeah, that makes sense.
No, it makes sense. There's no ulterior motive. What is this? After the new Blitzkrieg?
Yes. Don't you want to live in beautiful Paris?
Holy shit.
Oh, that was your car? Well, the repairs might cost a pretty penny.
They got firebombed. It's Raccoon City from fucking Resident Evil 9. This is how Polish fans celebrate their club's victory.
That is what when France won the World Cup, that's what it looked like. The times I was there. I don't know if I'd feel safe going out celebrating the World Cup anymore in France.
Wait, so you're telling me you don't have to burn down the city?
Yep.
Damn. That's crazy. Guess what laws Poland has for riots? I don't know, laws that I'd agree with?
Yeah, that's the thing. They don't burn down their own city, but people burning down Paris, it's not their city.
Laws that I'd think up?
And honestly, I got emails from people about it. The high-end neighborhoods are being burned down. The people doing the burning did not live in those neighborhoods. They probably did not even live in Paris.
That's insane. Yeah.
Why would they give a shit about burning down the city?
Oh my God. And they actually care about their city, aren't just a bunch of immigrants? Yeah, I guess so. The worst thing these guys do in littering, and that's about it? Yeah, sure. And where are the Polish fired?
I'm sure there's some people up on statues in Poland during this.
I have no idea. Why would you destroy your own country? I mean, I don't know why they did this either. I think that the reason why is that this is the problem, is that this is going to be maybe a conspiracy theory. But I'm going to just be brutally honest, and I'm going to speak in plain.
He's getting nearer to the conspiracy rabbit hole. He's taking tiny steps down it.
English. I think that Hitler mind-fucked and the...
Oh, no, it's this nonsense. We already heard. Hitler mind-fucked Europe. No, he's going... This is how far Aspergol is mind-fucking himself to avoid actually thinking there's an actual conspiracy out there.
The Nazis mind-fucked all of Western civilization into thinking any degree of cultural preservation.
You think that this has to do with what Hitler did all those years ago? Under Charles de Gaulle, France was very patriotic and there was none of this self-hatred. So why was this like the 30-year period after World War II where France didn't hate themselves? And also, why should France hate themselves because of what Germany did? Explain that to me. Why should the UK hate themselves because of what Germany did? That makes no bloody sense. Today's ideology that because the United States did slavery and Germany did the Holocaust, all white people should hate themselves is basically makes no bloody sense and is just evil.
And is inherently evil. And I think that's probably been like one of the worst negative effects of it beyond obviously the bad stuff that he did, right? It's like one of the really bad...
I mean, he has no business talking about Europe mind-fucking themselves when the United States just does the exact same thing, just using slavery, something that happened so long ago there's no one alive anymore that even remembers how it was back then.
Negative consequences is that any preservation of Western society or Christian society or an ethnicity, like, a white culture or something like that, this is automatically seen as being bad because of Hitler. And I think the reason why Poland hasn't had that happen is because what started World War II? Poland was the main people, they were the main victims of Hitler. So I don't...
France was victims of Hitler. Norway, no, everyone that wasn't Germany was victim of Germany in some way.
Think that they share that same type of...
No, rather it's the Western influence, U.S. influence. U.S. has a lot less influence through NATO over Poland than it does the France, Germany, and UK. Like CIA's propaganda networks that set up. What's it called? Forget their names, but they've been propagandizing Western Europe far longer than Eastern Europe. Eastern Europe was part of the Soviet Union, and so countries that are here haven't been subjected to the same level of propaganda, of self-hating propaganda, and so they are less self-hating. They haven't accepted the nonsense of white privilege, etc. Whereas, yeah, and that's the main reason. It's not like they were less victimized by Germany. It's both Poland and France were invaded. No, what's different between two is Poland was part of Soviet Union. They were, at least for during that time, protected against Western propaganda.
Of cultural guilt in the way that Germany, France, and England even do.
Why would England and France feel guilt for what Germany did?
And I think that's the reason.
Your argument here is just retarded. You could make it maybe for Germany, but no. Why would France hate themselves for what Germany did?
Reason why Poland doesn't have the same cultural expectations that the other countries do.
Am I going crazy? Asmongold just going completely off the rail here. This is how far he wants to go to avoid thinking there might be a big conspiracy, actual, evil conspiracy. He thinks that Poland and France have somehow different experience during World War II. No, both were conquered by Germany. Poland was liberated by Soviet Union, whereas France was liberated by the United States. This is U.S. influence is the key factor in this self-hatred. This white self-hatred originates in the United States.
Is that they don't have to overcome the perceived guilt they were. And by the way, I'm not Polish. I've never been to Poland. I can't speak their language. So I'm literally like, it's like there's a 100-point piece puzzle. I have 20 pieces, and I'm trying to say what the whole picture is.
Yes, but some of your pieces aren't turned up the right way, Asmongold. And so I can see it being very hard for you.
I want you to understand that I don't know what the whole picture is. I'm just speaking.
No, Russia had its own propaganda networks, and for the most part, the majority of its population wasn't exposed to Western media. It wasn't exposed to Western propaganda. And the propaganda networks, like infiltration by CIA agents into the media in UK, West Germany, France, it was on a different level than it was in the Soviet states. So that's the main reason. There's a big divide. And also, because of Soviet propaganda, the people of Russia and Poland are a lot more distrusted in media to begin with. And that is like an inoculation to the self-hatred nonsense if you don't trust media to begin with.
From what it seems like to me, from the information that I have as an outsider. So like if you're Polish and you're thinking like, it's not really it, it's actually more this other thing, then you're probably right. And I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong. But like from an outsider's perspective, I've seen that a lot of the European countries that were negatively, basically every European country, whether it's Spain, Portugal, England, Scotland.
The length of time of a country in NATO is directly correlated to how much of a problem they have with this self-hatred that there is in France, UK, and Germany. That's the determining factor, not who was invaded by Germany during World War II, Asmongold. If you want, they want to mention a factor that has direct correlation to that. That's the biggest one. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop here because otherwise I think I'm just going to get annoyed if you continue speaking. And this will be on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Come watch on Kick or Twitch. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.